Welcome everybody to part 2 of today's episode of Dog Turds into Diamonds. Thanks for clicking on that link. Yes, we are back to face AFC Fylde away from home. They are one of the form teams in the league. They are going really well. Before we look at them, we have just played one game since you were last here. We have beaten Dagenham and Redbridge 1-0 away from home. Was really pleased with this result because they have been a side that have given us a lot of problems over the last couple of seasons. We don't have a great record against them. So it was great to get a win, but even more so because look at this. We changed 9 players for this match. And you can see from the stats, we still managed to have the better of the shots, the possession. We did really well. And it was Marinos Mikhail who got the winning goal set up by Albi Bekja. We really did play the reserves for this one. It was Bekja and Kadamatri up front. Hodgin came in on the left. Mikhail and Sharif in midfield. And Ngoma and Gabadebo at the back with Ling and Sparks. It really was a reserve team. We had so many players who were tired and in a need of a rest. We have reached that stage of the season where every time certain players play, they then need a rest afterwards. I will have to look for the opportunity to rest some of our important players, but I really can't right now. I'm going to have to wait till there's a free week or maybe the following week, because after this game against Fylde, we are going to play Hereford, who are 20th in the league. That might be a chance just to give a few players a little bit of time off because they are starting to suffer with fatigue. Now, AFC Fylde, if we look at their form, they are just like us. Look, they are going really well. They have won 6 in a row, just 1 defeat in their last, how many? 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 or 15 games with only 1 defeat. They really are a team that are really on a good run, a good push. And if you look at their squad, you can see why. As always, we can't see everything, but look, Danny Lambert. I went to school with a kid called Danny Lambert. Danny Lambert, 19-year-old Irishman. He looks a superb prospect, doesn't he? Finishing, first touch, good stamina. He looks a decent player. 11 in 21 in the league. He is going to be dangerous, as is Alex Hutchinson. His finishing and first touch are amazing. His heading is really good. Really determined, good acceleration. They have got some very dangerous players. On the wings as well, they don't look bad. Isaac Hutchinson, I'm scouting all of these players to see if there might be an opportunity to get 1 or 2 for next season perhaps. Isaac Hutchinson looks like he's got really good long-range shooting, good dribbling ability. He's good off the ball. At our level, these are players with the ability to cause problems. Silvio Pavoa from Angola also looks like he's got a little bit about him in certain areas. Lewis McGrattan in midfield, again from what we can see, looks very good. Good first touch, good passing, good pace and speed, aggressive. I think we've really got to respect this team. Away from home, this could be our biggest test in a while. So they are playing 4-4-2, which, as you know, I do like playing against. I do think it's a formation that we can deal with. I am going back to the full-strength team today. Tommy Reid comes back. Well, he doesn't come back in goal. He did play the last game. Tommy Reid in goal. Roberts and Tatunda come back in at fullback. Martinez, who really needs a rest. I will give him a rest after this game. He is in defence with Wilson. Agyapong and Sheringham in the midfield. Liam Gibbs at number 10. Fran Hodgin. I think I'm going to start him on the wing because Hughes, well, I mean, Hughes did start the last game, but I did sub him off. Do you know what? I'm going to bring Hughes back in there. He's just been on such good form. Duffus and James Price up front. Kadamatri on the bench with Fran Hodgin, Mikhail, Sharif and Staunton. Mikhail comes in because Sparks is suspended. And you know what? I have offered a loan contract to a young striker from Charlton who looks very good. If I get him, we're going to be absolutely loaded up with strikers. But he just looks such an exceptional player. I I can't let him get away. He would also put us over the wage budget, but it would give us Duffus, Price, Cadamartri, and we also now have Colwill, who is back in training after his injury, who's also not a bad player. But yeah, it would really give us loads and loads of forward options, which would be a bit of a headache to keep them all happy. But again, I feel like we're in such a strong position that I've got to try and have a push for it and see if we can stay in first place and get that automatic promotion this season. After 3 seasons in the National League, I really do want to get up. I don't want to be hanging around in this league anymore. And even though I perhaps wasn't particularly expecting to have a championship push for this season, the position that we're in right now, it really does just offer us an opportunity. So with the loan players that we've bought in, I do think we have strengthened. And if I can get just a next level exceptional striker, I know I've got 2 in Price and Duffus, but if I can get another next level exceptional striker in, I think that would be something very, very good. And you know what? I've just realised I've forgotten to set up marking as Lambert puts one over the bar there in the 2nd minute. So let me just go into tactics. There you go. You guys have distracted me. I'm so busy talking to you that I forgot to set up my marking. So let's get Duffus on their left back. We'll get Hughes on their right back. And I think that is all I need to really worry about to start with. I'm going to confirm the changes. And let's see if we can get a hold of this game. I mean, if we could win this against one of the league's form sides, it would really, really help us to open up a lead before we go into hopefully a few easier games. I'm really pleased with the lead we've got right now. We will have a look at the table once this game finishes. I'm really happy with the lead we've got. It's really unexpected, but at the same time, you know that with just a little bit of a poor run, that gap that we've got could be closed up in no time at all. So, and also remember that we've got a really hard finish to the season as Agapong has a really good long-range effort there. That looked like it skimmed off the bar. So 1 shot each team in the first 10 minutes here, and they now get the next highlight. And Batten has got in on the overlap there. Great save from Reed. We have actually just confirmed that Sam Blair is going to leave us in the summer. He has been offered a contract by Cork City in Ireland, which he has accepted. So Sam Blair, who of course has been our first choice goalkeeper for a long time now, he is going to be leaving. I'm going to change up Sheringham, who's got that knock. And again, I hope that is not a long-term injury. Sharif can come in there. That's disappointing. Sheringham, very, very important to the way we play. But Sharif's a great backup. And are they now getting a little bit of a handle on this game? The highlights are all going for them. They've had more shots than us. We do now get a corner. No, I was hoping Martinez might be able to get on the end of it there, as he has done on so many occasions so far this season. Reed just slams that back. It's back with them though, and McGrattan in the midfield. Really dangerous playmaker at Panorama National League level, McGrattan. And they are looking comfortable with the ball, aren't they? You can kind of see why they're on such a good run of form. They've certainly been probably the better team in this game so far, as Bannister puts one over the bar. And we are living dangerously here. We have really not created anything of note. And hopefully we can do something with this highlight. To Tonda. Into the midfield with Sharif. Agapong to Hughes. And we've lost it again as Hughes was looking for Duffus. But it's not really his game to play in the air, Duffus. And they've got another break on us. Hutchinson getting it in and over the bar again. We are really, really suffering here. We have actually had more shots on target than they have, it seems, but I'm going to demand more of the players. I feel like the longer this goes on, the more you can see Fylde getting a goal. But we've had a little a little flurry at the end of the half there to get 5 shots on target and 7 in total. The stats actually don't look bad for us at the end of that half, but in terms of highlights, they have been much, much better than us. We've actually got a higher XG, but that has not been reflected in the highlights. Let's try and really get this finished off now. Hoping for a better second half. And I'm now really struggling with the mouse here. Let's see if we can pick things up in the second half, start to make the supposedly better statistics tell for the rest of this game. Again, just getting a win here would be incredible in terms of the impact on the league table, and just putting a spanner in the works for one of the form teams, as James Price does get us ahead. 17 for the season now, set up beautifully by Liam Gibbs. I think Liam Gibbs is really in with a chance of breaking the assist record this season. Is it about 24 for a season, the assist record? I guess we'll see come the end of the season. What a take from James Price there. Lovely first touch to get himself in, and then a great left foot finish. And although the stats say it's with the run of play, in terms of the highlights you would say it's probably against the run of play. And after we didn't hang on against Gloucester, can we try and really affirm our control on this game now, as Hughes finds Duffus and it's 2-0. Was that offside? It was. I had a feeling as that ball went in, just seeing how much space Duffus had, and yeah, he's half a foot offside there, isn't he? Disappointing. I mean, that would have just wrapped it up. I'm going to praise the players, see how they respond to that. They don't really respond. But, I mean, you look at that and we kind of have been the better team. They've only had 3 on target as they head over again. It's been a strange game. They've had the highlights, but we have got the goal and we've got the stats in our favour. Martinez clears, but only as far as Obi. We've had lots of players booked again. And I really want to make some changes on the next opportunity here. We've got players absolutely dying out there. McGrattan, they've had a decent spell of possession here, and Lloyd hits the post. Was he offside? He wasn't. And that's another one we've really got away with there, you have to say. I'm going to make a couple of changes. Gibbs, I am going to change out, I think, for McHale. Do I do that, or do you know what? I am going to do Gibbs for McHale, and I'm going to do Hughes for Hodgin. But what I am going to do here is just drop Sharif back into the defensive midfield. I'm going to make McHale. I'm going to make McHale a deep line playmaker on support. So we're still playmaking back there, but it's now a little bit deeper, a little bit more defensive. I want to see if that can just really close the game up in midfield. We have had a number of fines for bookings this season. I think we might be on for another one here. I think the board might be starting to get a little bit upset with us if we keep getting this many bookings every game. Again, I mean, I do play to get stuck in, which is obviously having this effect. But if I don't play to get stuck in, we just seem to lose our influence in the games. This is a decent move here. Roberts getting that cross in, but Hodgin won't get onto it. Can we win it back? We've just about dealt with it there. And we still have possession. Can we make something here as McHale comes forward? Agyapong into McHale. Price back to McHale. He's just really dictating the play, and he's set up Price beautifully there. What a through ball for Price. And again, if that had been finished, it would have been game over. Hodgin, a great opportunity there, and we get another corner, and we're finishing strong. The change of formation really seems to have helped, just bringing that player back into midfield. We've got a lot of tired players. We just need to finish this one off. Can Duffus get across in? He can't. Out to McHale, and he's forced another corner. A really, really good performance. Really, really impressive the way we have taken hold in this second half, after a cagey first half, we have looked the better team in the second here. Hodgin gets it across but can't find Price in the middle. Sharif back out to Hodgin. He now can get it in, but it's headed away. We're putting them under some pressure here. We win it back again through Martinez. Roberts into Duffus. McHale into Hodgin. That is a lovely move. And again, it really should have been finished off. We've got yet another corner. And if we can't turn this dominance into goals and we end up drawing, I'm going to be absolutely devastated. 5 minutes to go and they're on the break and the highlight continues. And Football Manager does have a way of setting things up to punish you. We've got it out again, but again it's straight back to them, and now Tatonda gets the header in. Brilliant ball from Hodgin. Duffus, he's got Price inside, but he can't find him. Looked like he was trying a shot there that just deflected off of the defender. And as this highlight starts, I'm just going to try and knock things back a little bit. I want to just see the game out. I'm going to hope they don't score from this highlight. Let's just hope the players can just get through these last 5 minutes. I want to make one more change as well before this finishes. At the back we have very tired defenders. Duffus here on the ball. He is very tired, but he almost has the chance to seal the game again. Another corner. You have to say, if we weren't maybe the best team in the first half, we have dominated the second. And this would be, again, a really impressive result. I'm just going to make one more change to see this game out. Do I bring on a defender? Corey Roberts has not had the best game. Do you know what? I'm going to bring on our captain, Staunton. Oh, I can't. Oh, I've done it again, haven't I? I forgot that Sheringham went off injured in the first half, which is a little bit annoying. But there you go. Let's just get through these last couple of minutes. We've got 3 minutes of injury time. We've bowed out another really good result if it ends like this. And we are now on a long unbeaten run. And I mean, look at that. The second half, we just really did turn it on. Really, really good result. I am extremely pleased with that. And the two results from today's episode have put us in a really strong position. Let's see what the league table looks like. Well, the table's looking pretty good now, isn't it? We are 6 points clear of Notts County, who I think are going to now establish themselves as the main challengers. Crawley have dropped off a little bit. They've had a few bad results the last few games, and with that win over Fylde, we have now left them 10 points behind us. Gloucester are, 13 points behind us. They do have a game in hand. Grimsby, 14 points behind us with 2 games in hand. They could still get themselves involved, but I mean, it's just some really good results the last couple of games. It really does put us in a decent position now. It's given us something to defend. Hopefully we can just keep this going. We do have that really, really tough run in, that really tough end to the season. It's gonna be a battle all the way to the end. I am not counting any chickens at all. If we look at the schedule right now, I mean, this unbeaten run that we've put ourselves on after that little spell of losing a few games there, this unbeaten run has been really, really pleasing. Hopefully we can beat Stockport in the FA Trophy 5th round. I won't come back for it because it's so close. But if we beat them and get to the quarterfinal, we'll probably come back for the quarterfinals. Scunthorpe at home is going to be really tough. Again, with it being so close, I'm not going to come back for that. I think it's got to be Notts County away at the end of, what month is that? At the end of March. I think we'll look at Notts County away at the end of March. We might even do a triple header that episode. We've got Notts County away at the end of March, and we then got Crawley away and Grimsby at home. And if we are in a good position and can get 3 solid results there, that might be enough to kind of wrap things up before the end of the season, because we then finish off with, I mean, it is a really tough run. Crawley, Grimsby, Kings Lynn, who were decent last season, Newport County, who have already hammered us in the away game, Eastleigh away, which again is not easy, Cheltenham at home is tough, Yeovil away is very tough, Dagenham and Redbridge always do well against us, and Stockport away to finish. There is no way this is wrapped up by any means, but we will play through a kind of a month and a half now, and we will be back for Notts County away in what could be an absolutely huge game for us. Yeah, let's see how it goes. If you've enjoyed this, drop a like on the video, subscribe to the page, the channel, share it with your friends, help us grow, and we will see you back very soon to see if AFC Rushden and Diamonds can do the impossible here and become a Football League club. Don't miss it, and we will catch you again for the next episode of Dog Turds into Diamonds. Bye for now.